Right. Hi, everybody. Bill Russell. I'm the Associate Dean for International here at the University of Dundee School of Business. Today, we're interviewing Rishabh Nahata, who is the Student of the Month for May 2020. And we're very pleased to be able to interview him and find out his background and the like. So let's just start off, Rishabh, by telling us a little bit about how you found your way to Dundee. Where you come from, that's also very interesting, and how you found your way to come to Dundee.
I come from India. I stay in Pune. I come from India. Basically, before coming to Dundee, my plan was to go to US or maybe go to some of the other universities. I had offers from, I guess, 23 universities and scholarship from 8 universities, out of which one was a very prestigious scholarship, which is a Scotland Saltire scholarship. The thing is that I got the Scotland Saltire scholarship from Robert Gordon University. I rejected that scholarship and I chose to come to University of Dundee. The reason behind coming to University of Dundee was only because of the internship that the program offers. Basically, everyone learns curriculum, but like the normal normal syllabus, everyone learns. Like it happens in MBA, but everyone doesn't get to learn actually what happens inside, like what we learn in the market, like what's working in the market, what's really things that we need to implement over there. These are the things that I guess we need to learn, at least as an entrepreneur. I think these are the things that we really need to learn. So that's the reason I choose University of Dundee.
Okay, so you left India. Was it the first time you'd come to the United Kingdom?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you flew into Glasgow or Edinburgh?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh, okay. And how did you make your way to Dundee when you arrived in Edinburgh?
So when I arrived to the Edinburgh airport, I took the National Express bus, which directly took me to Dundee.
Okay.
And from there, I was staying in Heathfield Residences, so it was not very far.
Okay. Oh, so you stayed in university accommodation, did you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. All right. So that was just waiting for you when you arrived. And did you arrive in September or January? Which are the two intakes?
September intake, sir.
In the September intake.
2019.
Okay, because there's a January intake as well. We can talk a little bit about the internship. You're quite right. Everybody who arrives on these programs know of the opportunity for the internship and say, just like you, that it was a major reason for choosing Dundee. But interestingly, maybe only about 30% of the students actually choose to do an internship. About 70% of the students choose to do their business project in a different way. So it looks as though there is some value to having the opportunity, but not everybody takes up the opportunity as it goes forward. So you've arrived in Dundee. First impressions, you come from a very large city in India, don't you? How many people live in Pune?
Roughly 10 million or something.
10 million, okay. So, and there's about 100,000 people in Dundee. So what's your first impressions of coming to a small city like this?
Dundee is pretty silent. It's like it's not buzzing around like all day, but in the nights it is buzzing around, especially if you stay in the university residences. Dusa is buzzing around like on Wednesdays and all.
Okay.
So it's fun.
Okay.
Dundee is fun at times, but if you come from very big city from like India, like Bombay or Pune, you might find it a bit lonely over there. During the first days when I entered the halls, I was like, okay, this place is lonely. I need to find some more friends around.
Okay.
So first impression was like, I found it scary because there were not many people around us. And when I looked from my window, there were not many cars buzzing around. If you see here in India, there are cars buzzing around everywhere.
Okay. So and then when you arrive, I mean, everybody feels the same as you when they arrive. So they're all wanting to make friends. So there's an opportunity to make a large circle of friends. So I'm guessing you've got quite a large, you're very articulate. So you've probably got quite a large circle of friends as support in Dundee.
Yes, sir. So if you stay in the halls, you can easily make friends. You can mingle around people. You can be with people. You get to know people from different backgrounds. So staying in halls, that's an advantage where you get to know a lot of people. Also, as we are like very close to Dusa and all, we can always keep going around. Like you can always go for a coffee and stuff, and you can know more people around that if you stay in the halls.
Okay. So that's excellent. Now, you're on the MSc International Business Marketing and HR program. But the interesting thing about you is that your background is, well, this is what we call a conversion degree where you can have any background, but your particular background was an engineering undergraduate degree. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about how, as somebody who's got an engineering background, how did you find doing the program once you got here?
So basically, when I got in there, the program offered a lot of variation. For example, if a person who comes from a civil engineering background, if he needs to do MBA, doing MBA in one domain at times is not that beneficial if for an entrepreneur. He can do MBA in different domains. He can basically do masters in different domains. For example, international business, marketing, and human resource management. So marketing and human resource management was something that was completely new for us.
Okay.
Human resource comes as a part of civil engineering where we have to manage labor and stuff, but marketing and international business was completely new for us. But the course is pretty good. Like you can easily cope up with it,
Okay.
and things can be managed. Not that
Okay.
difficult if we work hard.
Okay. So, and then now you've finished your 2 semesters of modules, and you're about to, or have you already started on your internship?
Yes, I started on my internship.
You've already started. Now, the internship is part of the project, and you could do the project either as the internship or a research consultancy exercise or just a standard project. Why did you choose the internship? You're obviously thinking about employment, but was this a really important thing to you?
Basically, I look for, as an entrepreneur, I look forward to expanding my horizons and knowing new people everywhere. Staying in the university and just doing the normal curriculum, we cannot learn how much we learn on site and how much we learn while we are working. So
Okay.
anything, I believe the most important thing is for us to work in the industry and see how the industry actually works. So I'm doing an internship with a company named Becker Co. It's a very big company who deals with international clients like BMW, Audi, and such big Coca-Cola, such big companies. So it gives me a first-hand experience with dealing with international clients as well. Plus, my internship is in Mexico, so it also, like, Pagoda Projects also gives me an opportunity to learn new language like Spanish. I'm an Indian and I don't know Spanish, so I also get an opportunity to learn a language like Spanish. I get to know new people over there through cultural mentors. Also, we are doing an internship remote right now due to COVID-19 situations, but I may also get an opportunity to do the internship in person in October or January 2021, once the things get settled. So it's a really good opportunity.
Okay, so now the internships are in China, Vietnam, Mexico, and Manchester, and you're doing yours in Mexico, but because of COVID-19, you can't go there, and so you're doing it online. Now that was arranged by Pagoda Projects. How has that all gone? I mean, you've had your first meetings with them. Yes. How many meetings have you had with them?
So we had a first meeting on 21st. It was a welcome meeting where we all were introduced to all the mentors and how it is going to go, who is the local supervisor for us. So my local supervisor is Claire, and the person who I'm reporting to in Peckerco is Mariana.
Right.
So they introduced us to everyone. They got us on a platform named Podio, where we have to do onboarding process, and we have to put on our complete details and everything about us, like what we expect from the internship, and so that we, in the end, when the internship is over, we know that if we have achieved what we wanted to achieve from the internship.
Okay.
They also have a directory where we have to enter what we really like, what we want to do. Then we can also enter over there, like how many hours of work are we allotted? Are we allotted enough hours of work, or we are not allotted enough hours of work? If we need any help, emergency assistance, we can immediately schedule a call with the supervisor or the mentor. So it's really good.
Okay, so that seems to be going well. I mean, that was put together quite quickly because of COVID-19, and it seems to be going well, not only with you, but with other students as well. So looking forward now, you're getting close to the end of your master's degree. What are you thinking in terms of going forward into the future? Are you thinking of a job, or are you thinking of going on to do a PhD? What's your plans?
So I have multiple plans. As of now, I'm planning to come back after the COVID-19 situation ends. I'm planning to come back in September and take some more industry experience if possible. Also, side by side, I plan to establish a startup if possible. I'm trying to work on some domains like IT, marketing, and human resource, leveraging the cheap availability of resources in India. Like the labor is very cheap in India, so leveraging that and using the COVID-19 situation. I'm also trying for a startup. Other than that, I'm really looking forward to have a employment in UK so that I can get some industry experience out there, as I'm quite young right now.
Okay, and have you made use of the careers office to look into employment in the UK?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So very good.
Really helpful.
Listen, it's been great finding out about you and your time here in Dundee. If you were trying to think of two things that stand out in your mind about your time in Dundee, what would those two things be?
One is the nightlife, and second is the atmosphere that you get to study, especially the library. The library
Okay.
atmosphere and everything. It's really it's really motivating at times looking around everyone studying and working hard, and the facilities offered in the library are pretty good.
Yeah.
We got to know, like being in the also the entrepreneurship cell. Being in the entrepreneurship cell, we were exposed to the entrepreneurship challenge,
Okay.
and really good. We got to know how to make new videos, use Premiere Pro, use Adobe softwares, and accessing many other resources in the library. Other than that, DUSA, it's really fun to be in DUSA every time we go. It's good to spend time there. It's like relaxing for your mind. So it's good,
Yeah.
especially Saturday nights were always the best.
Okay. I'm always impressed by DUSA. Most universities have good years and bad years when it comes to their student union, but DUSA has always been very well run and managed. They seem to have worked out how to pass the management from one year to the next as you're going along. They run all of the clubs and societies. They run the cafes and the bars and things, and they also run all of the feedback between the students and the university, which is incredibly important to us. Listen, thank you very much for coming and joining us today and talking to us. I wish you all the very best going forward. I'm sure you're going to be a huge success. You're the sort of person who takes advantage of all the opportunities which are around, and you're incredibly articulate as well. So all works out for you. If you'd like to stay on afterwards, after I turn off the recording, we can talk some more. So thank you very much, and I hope everything goes well for you.
Thank you so much.